What's up everyone and welcome to day 57 of the COVID Cup. It's the final day of our 3-day mini-series we've been doing here this week. If you haven't seen the last two videos, I definitely recommend them. Basically, we have been playing sports with our weak hands and feet only, so it's been interesting to see who can do the best with their non-dominant hands. It's certainly been an athletic challenge, but we have enjoyed it. However, it will come to an end today, but we have 3 more exciting sports for you today. We'll get into that in just a second, but first we will show you everything that's happened in this series as we always do. And you know the drill. If you have any suggestions for games you think we should play, please do let us know. Of course, we are 57 days in now. We definitely need some ideas. We've been creative though, and we're making do with what we have around the house, and so far so good on that. It's been very back and forth the last couple days, but Brian won yesterday's non-dominant hand challenge. On to the last day of this 3-day weak hand sports challenge. Brian, what are we doing today?
Today we're starting off with some hockey, and then we're going into some ping pong, then we're going into some basketball.
Should be good. Let's do it. As you heard from Brian, we'll be starting off with hockey, taking aim at this target you've seen before in this series, but of course the big difference here is that they'll be using each other's sticks. Brady normally a righty, Brian normally a lefty, but that'll all be reversed today, and Brady gets on the board first, feathering one into that middle hole. The goal for this competition will be to see who can hit the majority of the holes, so you need 3 of 5 to win. Brian hasn't been very close so far, nails the wall and then hits himself. Brady goes a bit low, Brian goes even lower, kind of scuffed that one, but Brady gets one in the top left. It even fell right back out, but it does count, so he's up 2-0. Brian just centimeters away from the top right, and same for Brady. Oh, we almost won it with that one as Brian misses way high, and it hits Brady in the face. Seems like it shook him up a little bit. He shanks that one, and Brian finally on the board, hitting the top right. Nice silly there, but he still has some work to do. Down by 1, they have the bottom 2 targets to aim at, and Brady's going here, and he's got it. Brady wins game 1 of today's best of 3 series, and now they'll move on to ping pong. Interestingly enough, they're the opposite hands normally. So in this challenge, Brady will be going righty, and Brian will be going lefty. Brady has the first point. Brian misses long on that one, so 2-0 Brady early on. They'll be playing to 11 here, so certainly a long ways to go. Quite a rally here. Wow, barely took them any time to adjust their non-dominant hands, but Brian loses the point, so Brady's still up 3-0, and Brian misses that one. 4-0 now. The final serve of Brady's set of 5. Brian tries to bring him to the net with this one, but Brady pokes it a little bit wide. The goose egg's gone for Brian. He's down 1-4 now with the service, so we'll see if he can take advantage of it. A strong rally here. Back and forth they go. A little bit of spin from Brady. He's going to try it again, and he hits the net. Brady's lead has been cut in half. Brian has 2 in a row. Let's see if he can keep the momentum going. Some really nice touch, and he goes deep and gets Brady there. Really keeping Brady on his toes with these serves, moving him all over the place and taking the upper hand early in the points. That's been making all the difference. Brady gets a little aggressive there, so Brian is all of a sudden tied 4-4. He's playing with some confidence now with some great returns on this point, and Brady makes the first mistake. Brian has his first lead of the game. It's 5-4, and make that 6-4. Brady in some real trouble here. He's lost 6 in a row, and you can see the frustration as he smashes that one through the back wall. Brian is certainly in the driver's seat now, but Brady is not going away. He's hanging in there on this point, and Brian hits the net. So finally, Brady's back on the board, and he gives the point right back, hitting it into the net. Brian's up 8-5, and he tees this one up for Brady.
Get that out.
You can feel the tide starting to turn. Brady's only down 8-6 now, and Brian's having to play a little more defensively, hanging on that back line, but he gets Brady there as he hits it into the net. 2 points to go for Brian to get the win. He's up 9-6, and he puts that one away, so match point here. Brady will serve it, trying to return on the backhand, and it goes wide. So Brian gets game 2. They'll head on to a pivotal game 3. It'll be arcade basketball to close it out, and as you can see on the scoreboard in the bottom right, they have a minute to get as many points as possible. Whoever wins this game will take the point today. They're natural righties, so they'll be shooting left-handed for this, and you can see Brian has really dominated early on. He's up by 10. He is finally starting to cool off, though. A strong opening 10 seconds put him in front, but there is still a very long ways to go. Kind of interesting to note the difference in technique here. Brian taking more of a two-handed approach and taking the right hand up with the left. Meanwhile, Brady going strictly one-handed, only really using the right hand to retrieve the ball. He is making up some ground, but Brian still has a healthy lead. He's up by 8 as they hit the halfway point.
Oh, I just saw one ready. You got one ready. I missed it.
Maybe a missed opportunity there for Brian. That kind of stemmed from a mental mistake for Brady, but it's getting a lot closer now. It's all tied up as they head into the final 20 seconds, and at 15 seconds it becomes crunch time. That's when every shot starts counting for 3 points, so that's where you can really make a move. Let's see who takes advantage. Brady's on top, but it's all even now. Brian pulls ahead with 10 seconds to go. It's really coming down to the wire as Brady gets 2 quick baskets to take a 2-possession lead. Brian needs an answer. He's got one. Can he make a buzzer beater to win it? Wow, what a game. Brady takes the win.
Stupid crunch time.
Oh my god. Well, it does not get any closer than that, but Brian, your lead is back down to 5 days.
Yes, it is, and that's you win the mini-series there. It's all over, but I hope you enjoy it because it's going to be the only series you win in the COVID Cup.
That was a smooth one. I think he had that one ready for me. It's a good roast, but it's not over just yet. I'm still making a run here, trying to get things back to even. We'll see what happens tomorrow on day 57. Brady from the future here. It's not going to be day 57, it's going to be day 58. See you then.